Hello world, and if this is your first time to my channel, welcome to Meg's Minutes, and if not, thanks for coming back. Today we're going to be talking about time management tips. I mean, of course, we all could use a little help on the time management aspect, and trust me, with 3 kids, coaching and teaching, I completely understand. So today I'm here and I'm going to share some of my time management tips that help me stay productive. All right, let's get into it. So time management tip number 1, know your goals, be it short-term and long-term, personal and or business. Of course, you're going to want to know what your goals are so that you know where you're going in life and so that you can actually prioritize what is important in life. Time management tip number 2. Plan. All right, now when I say plan, I'm actually talking about a daily plan. All right, when you wake up in the morning and you think about all the things that you need to do, write them down so that you don't skip over anything, miss anything, and so that you know exactly what it is that you need to tackle for the day. Now, my suggestion is not to write out more than 3 to 5 goals that you need to accomplish for that day that will eventually get you to your short-term and long-term goals. Otherwise, anything more than that can just get a little overwhelming. And especially if we don't get to it, then it can be disappointing and frustrating, feeling like we're not completing everything that we need to complete. Time management tip number 3, which is to prioritize. We all need to make sure that we prioritize things so that we know what's important and what's not important, and things that we can kind of push off to the side for a little bit later. So I recommend using 3 different categories: urgent, important, and of course the last one, we can't call it necessarily not important, but we'll call it low priority. Now, of course, things that you put in the urgent category are things that need to get done immediately and need to get done today. So you're going to want to handle and tackle those things first. Things that are important, well, of course they are important, but they're not necessarily urgent, so those can get done after the things that need to get done immediately. And then, of course, the low priority. It is stuff that needs to get done, but on the other side of that, it doesn't need to be done immediately and it's not really important. So that's stuff that we could push off to the side. Of course, you still want to try to get to it as soon as possible, but if it happens to be pushed back another day, it's not going to be that much of an issue. Time management tip number 4, eliminate distractions. We all get distracted sometimes, and unfortunately, those distractions can eat up time throughout our day, and it's time that's being wasted that could be used for something else. So pay attention to the number of times that you get interrupted or the number of times that you actually get distracted, and start to eliminate and minimize those things. For example, if you are usually distracted for 10 to 15 minutes when you check your Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter account, you need to notice that, track the time, and then maybe even eliminate that or push it off towards sometime later in the day so that it doesn't actually eat up the time that you're actually supposed to be doing something urgent or important. Or you can eliminate it altogether, as of course we all love social media, but they are definitely time wasters and sometimes huge distractions. Time management tip number 5, learn to say no. This one may be a hard one for a lot of us because we don't like to say no, or we don't know how to say no tactfully. And so we add stuff on to our plates that other people ask us to do. And a lot of times it pushes our things that are important or urgent to us, it pushes our things back and makes their things a priority. So we really need to learn how to say no, learn how to say no tactfully, and learn when to say no on top of that. That will help us keep on track with our own personal goals. Time management tip number 6 is to take care of ourselves. I've talked about this before in my productivity video, and these 3 things, exercise, sleeping right, and appropriate nutrition, are all important to time management, because if we don't adequately take care of ourselves, Other things can creep in and cause distractions, which of course was number 4 on this list. And we don't need these distractions when we're sleep deprived, when we're hungry, when we're not exercising. These things are horrible on our body, and it does not allow our brains to function at the highest level that it could possibly function at to help crank the things out that we actually need to get done. So those are my 6 time management tips. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please do me a favor and like the video, and please subscribe so you don't miss any good tips in the future on any of the videos that I'm coming out with. My question to my audience is, what are some of your distractions that you need to eliminate? I know my probably worst distraction for me ever is Netflix, especially when I'm watching a season. I binge watch on Netflix, and the next thing I know, it's 8 o'clock at night, and I started watching at 7 o'clock in the morning. Please comment below what distractions you need to eliminate, and until next time, peace.